Hey OneLife Kids, I hope you're having a great week. Well, I want to start out by saying congratulations to Archer and Eli George. Both of them have turned in some of their memory work. Archer told me all the books of the Old Testament, and I'm super proud of him. Great job, guys. That was fabulous. Well, today we are starting a new series on superheroes. Specifically, we're talking about a group sort of like the Avengers. How many Avengers can you name? In the comments today and Facebook, how about you put all the Avengers you can think of, and we'll see how many we come up with. But what does the word Avenger mean? Well, Avengers are someone who punished someone else for something mean they did to somebody. And that can be okay. I mean, we have law enforcement to take care of when people do things bad and that kind of stuff, and that's okay for a superhero. But when we're talking about us personally, we're really not supposed to be Avengers, and God's heroes forgive. So our series is called the Non-Avengers. So we're going to be talking about God's heroes and people that forgave, even though they probably had a right not to. So, how many of you have a pet? A dog, a cat? I'm sure you feed it. Have you ever smelled their food? I don't think it smells very good. Well, what do they feed pigs? Most of the time you feed pigs scraps. You know, like when you peel the potatoes, the leftover peelings. The food pantry that I used to work at, they would take all of the produce that was bruised or old or expired that nobody wanted to eat it, and there was a pig farmer who would come pick all of it up, and that's what he fed his pigs. So pigs eat rotten, old, yucky food. They'll eat about anything. So when somebody tells you you're eating like a pig, that's not a compliment. They eat all kinds of gross stuff. Well, what's that have to do with the Bible? Well, today you're going to be reading about a young man who decided he wanted to go off on his own, and he got his father to give him his inheritance, and he wasn't really nice to his dad, and he left, and he ends up losing everything, and he ends up working on a pig farm. And he's so hungry and so miserable, he thinks the pig food looks yummy. He wants to eat the pig food. That's pretty desperate. So he decides to go home and beg his dad just to let him to be a servant. Not to be one of the kids in the house, just to be a servant in his household. And when he gets home, his dad comes running out to him and he's like, "Oh, my son is home." And he forgives his son. Well, his dad was being a non-avenger. He forgave. That's not easy for us to do. And you're going to read another passage that's about the guy's brother. And his brother's not sure he wants to forgive. He's done the right thing, and he's done what he's supposed to, and he's not sure he wants to forgive his brother. But we need to remember to be like that dad and forgive people, because God has forgiven us for everything we've done wrong, so we need to be willing to forgive other people too. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for forgiving us. We appreciate that you love us enough to forgive us when we mess up and do wrong things. And help us to be like the father and not the brother. Help us to forgive those around us. Well, I hope you have a great week.